I'm Bill Crum. I want to thank City Manager Jim Couch for being with us today and filling us in on plans for the American Indian Cultural Center and Museum. The legislature has come up with, legislative leaders have come up with a proposal to finish the project. It is far from settled, but this was the latest that we have at this point. Did you go over yesterday with the mayor?
Did I go? The mayor and I went.
The mayor
and I did go, and we met with the group at the Capitol yesterday.
Okay, and how was that discussion?
They, gave us the proposal last week, and we talked about it a little bit. Again, we're pleased the state is taking some action. They've not taken action over the last several years on the Native American Cultural Center, so we're glad that there's some action taken. It isn't probably the action that we would have preferred. They've asked us to be involved in, or to either operate it or to cause it to be operated by some kind of contractor, and we have to do some due diligence on that. We don't know exactly how that's going to work out. They've also committed to a sum of $25 million. I'm unclear as to how what's left to finish. That wasn't the dollar amount that it started with, and so I don't know what that means in the overall final product of the Native American Cultural Center. Will have to be cut out to make that work, or even if it will work at this point in time. Speaker Hickman believes it'll work, and he's not doing that without his staff doing some due diligence on it, or he doing some due diligence on that issue.
Okay. Do you have the sense that those who have pledged private funds to match state funds would be satisfied with $25 million?
I have no sense of that. I have no idea whether that $40 million is still intact or not.
Okay.
That's obviously something that will have to be looked at and reaffirmed.
Or not. Under the proposal, what would the city's responsibilities be?
Well, we would be obligated to put our $9 million that we previously pledged into the project, and then we would be responsible for the development of the sundry property around the Native American Cultural Center, and then we would be responsible for the operation of the Native American Cultural Center for 30 years.
For 30 years. And when you speak about doing due diligence on that, is the financial staff of the city going to go over it and develop some numbers to determine whether that is financially feasible for the taxpayers of the city?
Yeah, that's something we're going to have to take a look at. Our internal staff, we may have to hire a consultant to assist us in that. We don't know at this point in time. This has never been the plan. We were never part of the operations of the facility, so we need to do some work on this.
Okay, and the state's responsibilities, as they've laid it out so far, would be what?
To provide the $25 million, and then they would retain ownership of the museum itself, not the sundry land, but the museum itself for the 30 years, or until a repayment, if any repayment of the $25 million takes place. And if that doesn't take place, and after 30 years, the museum would come to us.
Okay, and the state proposes to repay the $25 million by doing what?
It's my understanding the state is proposing to take the stream of dollars that they're using to operate the Native American Cultural Center and use that for debt service on the $25 million.
Okay, so they want to take the stream of money that's now supporting the Native American Cultural Center in terms of security, staff, so on and so forth, and they want to shift that to paying off bonds and shift then the responsibility for those costs to Oklahoma City.
That's the proposal.
Okay. What's the city council think about that so far? Do we have any idea?
How can they have an opinion of it when we haven't done any due diligence at this point in time? And so I've talked to each of the council members that this is coming down the line, and no, we don't have a feel for it at this point in time.
Okay. Is there a bill that outlines all
Yes.
the details and everything? Okay.